What's up, guys and gals, and welcome to VV Vibes. Today is not February anymore, it's March 2nd, Wednesday at about 7:10 a.m. We're about to have the Peggy Carter first appearance comic drop happening here in about 50 minutes. Honestly, your boy's feeling great. I actually went to the gym this morning before. I usually hold off on that till like way later in the day, but I feel great. But running a little bit behind schedule, so I do want to double time it a little bit. Going through this list, looking at the top gainers, top losers, that kind of stuff. So doing a quick vibe check on the market per usual. So his Infernal Majesty is up 39%. I don't really want to pay attention too much to this guy. It's such a niche thing. There's only 300 editions. But DeLorean made some quite significant moves. So I'll be honest, when I was listening to the AMA and they started talking about the DeLorean, I literally went on the app, had my thing hovering the DeLorean, the common, because I was like, okay, the Ultra Rare is a little bit on the expensive side, but I could stack some commons. And sure enough, the second that he said, because someone asked the question, hey, the Aston Martin's drivable, the DeLorean was at one point, are we going to see the DeLorean be drivable at some point? And they're like, yeah, the DeLorean is going to be drivable, at some point. And that thing just shot up. So I actually ended up buying, I think 2 or 3 below 100 or like at 100, and then ended up reselling all 3 of them above 150. So I just took the profit and ran. I wasn't going to hold it and hope that, it keeps going up or whatever it is. Like I just took the profit and ran. As of right now, I don't care too much about the DeLorean. Even if it is drivable, it'll go up, but then it's just going to go right back down, right? At least in my personal opinion. It's not something I'm incredibly bullish on, like, for now, but I do want to have a DeLorean, or at least a few of them in the meantime. And the 1/6 version is like the little RC car version, I guess, and the ultra rare is the 1-to-1 version, so like the quote-unquote life-size one for the most part. So we're seeing the same thing with the Ecto 1. I actually did buy a couple Ecto 1s. I made very tiny profit on these didn't move nearly as much as the DeLorean because the DeLorean was referenced directly by Vivi, but I assume the Ecto 1 is probably going to be the same thing. It's interactive. They did pretty much confirm that the static wasn't going to be drivable for the most part, so I didn't. That's why you're seeing all the interactive versions, but not the static versions go up in price right now. Doctor Doom went up. So I did see a Doctor Doom, and I kind of kicking myself because I didn't have enough gems. I did see a Doctor Doom. Someone floored one for like $7.99, so 800 gems, which does seem pretty low for a Doctor Doom. I mean, I don't think he even went that low during like the actual gem squeeze. Maybe he did briefly, but it seems like we're kind of on the tail end of things. Things should be picking up for the most part. But Doctor Doom right now sitting at 900 gems. He's up 16%, but yeah, that was like the absolute low point, was probably about $7.99. So I'm kind of upset. I didn't have enough gems to purchase it. I think I only had like 600 something. I was trying to find something else to sell in the meantime, but I just couldn't. Harley Quinn number 12 is up. Rock and Roll edition is also up as well, 14%. It's kind of nice seeing a lot of these NFTs, outside of the DeLorean. A lot of the NFTs are pumping probably in like the high teens, mid-teens right now, which is kind of nice to see. Battle mode, ultra rare Voltron is up up to 290. I'm so glad I got rid of this thing forever ago. I think I got rid of this like a month and a half ago for like 640 or 650 or something like that. Really glad I got rid of it. I wasn't too bullish on the idea of Voltron, including Ultraman. You guys know the reasons why, at least like me personally. Backstab, Smork and Labbit is up quite a bit. Pitbull Hoverboard is also up 33, so maybe people are just kind of assuming, hey, if they're going to be interactive with the vehicles, maybe there's something with the hoverboards, maybe VVverse, whatever it is. I still think we're a ways off from having any kind of that kind of integration with the VVverse with the hoverboards. But I do remember back in the day, I used to flip Pitbull hoverboards pretty frequently. I think I flipped like 3 or 4 at one point for some decent profits. Invisible Woman, the uncommon, is up. I think at one point she was at like 41 gems, basically box price, and now she's up a bit. The Jaws Mondo poster is up as well. Holiday Groot is still struggling to get above box price. This is the comments. Right now it's at 37 gems. Secret Rare Alligator Loki was at 1,200 at one point, it seems, but now it's back up to 1,400, so it's up about 12%. Saffin's Mask, a little bit of, I don't even want to say hype, but just a little bit of momentum for some of the other 007 stuff. The Thing is getting some movement. It's up to 40 gems. The Ecto 1 static. Okay, there's a bit of movement. It went up 10% for the most part. Altogether now, Mickey is actually up about 5%, so it's up to 4,100 right now. Maybe that guy's and that AMA, I forgot his name. He's, I don't think the guy really exactly knew what he was saying, but he's saying like Steamboat Willie got disrespected or something like that during the AMA, or that he got thrown under the bus. I think that was, kind of funny, but maybe that built a little bit of hype. I mean, it went up 200 gems, so good for Steamboat Willie. I think the guy did his job. It's no longer getting disrespected. Okay, so top losers, we're always going to see the Aston Martin probably at the top, like the secret rare. It's going to be going up and down. It's pretty volatile for now. House of Cards, Amelia Earhart is actually down 300 gems, so it's at 1650 right now. Jersey Devil Kripkins is down 13%. Ritmo is down as well. R2D2 now getting back down to almost like the 5K mark. I kind of want to check out that chart really quick just to kind of see what's happening. And there's a small chance because that is kind of the price point that the secret rare 007, this thing right here, the Aston Martin, is kind of hovering around that price for the most part. So maybe people were contemplating selling this and making up the 1,000 gems to sell for that, whatever it is. But yeah, it's kind of surprising to see that the R2D2 staying this low. Like it's staying this low regardless. Like the other golden moments have actually gone up a bit and kind of held their value. R2D2 is actually going down. That Cat Bronson is down 390 gems, so it's down 13%. Steve Rogers is sub 100. I remember considering buying him when he was, you know, like low hundreds, but now that he's 82, I think it's also a decent time to buy. I do think a good portion of the very important FA Marvel Mighties are good purchases. So Ghost Spider, I think, is going to be super popular. Steve Rogers, of course, all of the villains, in my opinion, I think are solid buys as well. So Steve Rogers, I think, is a pretty good pickup. Storm, Queen of Wakanda, is down as well. Batgirl is down as well. Santa and his reindeer. Ajax again. It's so interesting. We always see Ajax, like I said before, always somewhere towards the top of the top losers and top winners. Like I feel like every week I see her all the time. I don't know if it's because she's rare or like what kind of. I honestly have still not seen the Eternals. So Iron Man is actually down to 1,500, which honestly doesn't surprise me too much. I think he pumped up to like 1,900 at one point, but he did get as low as like 1.2k during the roughest part of the gem squeeze like last week. Yeah, he went down to, well, there was a previously sold at 1,250, so I mean it's essentially 1,200. Coming soon poster. Okay, cool. So we're going to switch over to comics. So I'm assuming we're going to see a lot of the let's start with top losers. I'm assuming we're going to see a lot of Ghost Rider here because it did get pumped quite a bit, and now it's actually pulled back. I'm not upset with myself, but I kind of wish I sold more of the ultra rares while it was high. I still think it's going to rebound and do pretty well, especially if we get any kind of announcement in the next few weeks regarding that comics are going to be readable or presentable in the in like the VV Vault thing. So Fantastic Four #1 is down 2,500 gems. So again, that could just be someone just undercutting for the most part. Marvel Spotlight, that's the ultra rare, so that one's actually down 60 gems. Marvel's #1 Secret Rare is actually down almost 100 gems. Went down 16%. Uncanny X-Men, 282, that's the first appearance of Bishop. That one, the uncommon is actually sub 10 gems right now. So let me open this. So Marvel's #1, yeah, it's almost at an all-time low. It's really getting there. I mean, it essentially is. I think its all-time low is technically 440. It's at 475 right now. Yeah, like Marvel's #1 is just not a, you know, top-tier comic. It's just in that, I think it's in that very lower echelon of comics. There are some people that are fans of the Alex Ross, because that's like its cover art. I do know there's some people that are fans of him, but other than that, I think the comic itself doesn't have a lot of like relevance. Avengers #8 is actually down quite a bit as well, and again, I fully expect the secret rares to be in the top losers and top winners because those just have the most room to move percentage wise. Amazing Spider-Man 798 is down to 12. Peter Parker, that's the common. Peter Parker, that's such a long name. The Spectacular Spider-Man, I believe it's called. The uncommon is down as well. Fantastic Four #12 Secret Rare is down. Fantastic Four Annual #3 Secret Rare is down. So it's interesting. We're seeing a lot of Secret Rares going down. I'm surprised to see the Fantastic Four #1 Secret Rare down. I just assumed the other ones wouldn't do as well. But yeah, I do think there are some people cashing out of the Fantastic Four #1 and potentially using those gems. I mean, we see the listings skyrocket, right? Like over the last couple of days, the listings go from 28 all the way up to 39, which considering that there's only 600 editions, that's a pretty significant increase in listings. And the fact that we even lost 3 listings and the price is still going down, which means people are probably delisting or there's some really, really heavy undercutting going on. So maybe people are trying to liquidate this either to cash out or B, trying to buy other things like the Aston Martin, maybe the R2D2. Todd, I believe, is below 9K right now. Maybe we can check him out in a little bit. So Marvel Spotlight, Marvel's #1. Uncanny X-Men. I actually do remember, I literally just remembered right now, I do remember one of my viewers in my last video did say he wanted to kind of look at Spider-Man, I think it's 252, right? Yeah, this one. The super low mint one. So I don't know if you meant like the common or all of the 252s, but we can go over each one like very briefly. So yeah, it's interesting. The 252 has actually gone up quite a bit like during this gem squeeze. Over the last week it was at 3,300. Now it's up to 3,800. Listings are still going down. Ultra rare, there's only 8 on the market for 14,000. And again, as we get to these like really low numbers, like pretty much all these are going to be really hard to analyze just because the numbers, the listings are so low and the prices are so swingy. I mean, we even saw yesterday or 2 days ago, technically, Fantastic Four number 5, the ultra rare. There was just so little listings on the market, which is why it just basically flew up 50%. It was at 750 at one point and it flew all the way up to like 1.9K, actually like more than doubled its price, just because there were so few listings. And as you hit through certain portions of that sale wall, it starts jumping exponentially because now the jumps are going up quite a bit. So ultra rare at 14K, now only 9 listings in the market. Uncommon is at 3.3K with 26 listings on the market. Slight increase, and I do think this was the delisting feature, which is why it went from 28 all the way down to 24. But again, like the listings are just so tiny. These are pretty hard to analyze for the most part, at least in my personal opinion. 252. Yeah, not much movement here. It just seems like there's just some small swing listings that are happening here and there. There's really not much to analyze. And if we're looking at the secret rare at 190,000 gems, yeah, like again, not much to analyze here. There's a literal -1, a +2 listing here. Price skyrockets to 1 million because someone delisted or someone actually, I don't think anyone actually bought one at 400,000. Someone just delisted it, which means the next highest is 1 million and there's only 2 listings. So like charts like this is just, in my personal opinion, there's kind of no point in analyzing it. Like it's just going to do what it does. It's only appealing to the most whale of whales for the most part. So really quick, we're going to look at the top gainers and then maybe we'll close out looking at Todd as well as some of the golden moments. Ultimate Fantastic Four, kind of wish I could see the whole name here. Is up 44 gems, so it's up 46%. Ultimate Fantastic Four number 21. Okay, cool. That's the ultra rare. So it seems like a lot of ultra rares, geez, are getting a lot of love recently. I mean, just of the top, most of them are ultra rare. So looking here, Ultimate Fantastic Four number 21, Strange Academy number 1, What If number 1, New Mutants number 98, so first appearance of Deadpool, Daredevil number 1, all new Captain America, as well as Darkhawk number 1, all ultra rares, all up right now. So basically of the top 7, 5 or 6 of them are all ultra rares. So maybe there's kind of been a little resurgence for people that are trying to invest in comics. I myself, I'm probably, like you guys saw, I bought about 6 of those Ghost Rider ultra rares as well as a bunch of other ones. I sold 2 already. Kind of wish I sold more, like I said before. But I do think ultra rares are a nice middle ground. Typically ultra rares are going to be very good because it is actually the colored version of the unique Veve / more recent artist like cover page, and it's a Veve exclusive. So is the old secret rare, but typically the secret rare is just a panel that is taken off and put on the cover. I know there are some exceptions with some comics, but I do think the ultra rare is going to hold a lot of weight in the future, and maybe gem for gem, secret rare or ultra rares could be the best in the future. I know it's not the best for MCP, but possibly in the future, ultra rares could gem for gem be some of the best investments. Not financial advice, but don't quote me on that, but that could be the case. We're seeing some significant movement pretty much across the board with a lot of the ultra rares right now. Hero for Hire secret rare is actually up quite a bit. It's up 24%. Uncanny X-Men number 4. That is the first appearance of Scarlet Witch, I believe. So up 24%. Just let me double check that. So Fantastic Four number 1. Yeah, first appearance of Wanda the Scarlet Witch. Yeah, exactly. And her brother Quicksilver. Alpha Flight Uncommon is actually up 18%. Fantastic Four number 1 rare is up 21%. So it's interesting seeing that the secret rare dipped a lot, but the rare has actually gone up in value. Journey into Mystery, first appearance of Loki, number 85, is up 18%. What If number 1 is up 16% as well. Tales of Suspense number 57. So yeah, seeing some movements with the rares as well as the ultra rares, mostly the ultra rares. So I do think Maybe has something to do with the Fantastic Four number 5 pump with the ultra rare, how it pumped from basically like 750, 800 all the way up to like 1.9k just because there was so little listings. So maybe people are investing because of that, or maybe people want to invest more in comics. They can't afford the secret rare. Ultra rare is the next best thing, and plus some of the cover art looks really, really amazing. Really quick, we're going to check out Todd. In the meantime, wow, he's at 6.7k. So he's getting gem squeezed pretty hard for a while. And again, I think this is mostly because people have been, there are people that do have in the high single digits and not low double digits of Todd, and they just sell them off occasionally just to buy whatever's the newest thing, right? The Ashton Martin or R2D2, because now if you sell Todd, you can basically buy R2D2 straight up. So maybe there are people making those equivalent exchanges. And again, really quick, we're going to check out golden moments to kind of close out the vibe check for the day. I think I went a little bit too fast on that. There it goes. Lady and the Tramp down to 700 again. Wow. I think the all-time low for this was like 620, maybe even lower. Wow, 565. I did not remember it going that low, but I guess it did. Donald and Daisy is down to 1,000. Partner statues at 28k. R2D2's at 53. C3PO is at 2.9, so that's up. Iron Man is down 11%, so 15k. Or sorry, 1,500. Avengers logo is up a tiny bit, but still hovering around 1,000. Wally is below 900, or basically at 900. Pizza Planet Truck is at $1,000. Elsa is up a tiny bit. She's at 2,300. Sorcerer's Hat is chilling at 27. Homer and Bart are at 23 right now. Homer and Bart's actually been retaining their value pretty well. And then Skateboard is chilling at 1,000. So we actually have quite a few golden moments at around 1,000. So we have, what, at or around 1,000 or below is Skateboard, Pizza Planet Truck, Wally, Avengers logo, as well as Donald and Daisy and Lady and the Tramp. So we have 6 golden moments that you can basically all buy if you have 1,000 gems that you could pick up. Is now the best time to pick up? Not sure. I'll be entirely honest. I really think this gem squeeze could last through a good portion of March until we get MTL fully rolled out. Because if you think about it, any big announcements between now and the end of the month, even if it's a small announcement or a big announcement, it's just gonna cause more people to sell off, right? If there's a big announcement, bigger sell off. If there's not that kind of big announcement, we could see a slight pump in the market, or things go up, 10, 15, maybe 20% at the most for certain NFTs, but then it's just gonna go right back down. I mean, we saw that with Ghost Rider, we saw that with the DeLorean, we saw that with like anytime, like right now, I think some people are so starved to sell NFTs that are profitable and just make some profit in some way. People are just going to leverage any chance they get for a pump and then sell it off. So just be wary of that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys want me to check any other NFTs or comics or anything like that, please let me know down in the comments below. I'll be sure to check those again in the next vibe check as well. So good luck on today's drop, and please double and triple check all of your orders before you put them up for sale. So hope you guys take care, and I'll catch you next time.